Hi, my name is Gigi Bray, and I like to share very smart ideas to make life a little bit easier in the kitchen, home, as well as garden. And today I'm going to show you how to make herby ice cubes. Winter's just about upon us here in the Chicagoland area, and that means that pretty soon my herbs are going to be covered with ice and snow. And in order to preserve them, I make ice cubes out of my different herbs using a little bit of filtered water, simple ice cube trays. And today I am going to be using some thyme as well as mint. I'm going to use those in yogurt sauces over the winter, oregano and chive as well as rosemary. I'll be able to throw the ice cubes directly into my stews and my soups. The other thing I'm going to be able to do is I'm going to be able to take the ice cubes that I make with the rosemary, pop those right into the skillet until they melt, and then add a little bit of butter and olive oil to make a fantastic herbed potato. So no end to the different combinations of herbs that you can use. I also do this with garlic as well as with ginger. And you might have seen garlic and ginger in the store in the frozen section. So why not make it yourself, save a little bit of money, and know where the product's coming from. Know that you pulled it out of your own garden, or know that you got it from your favorite vendor at the farmer's market, or just from the grocery store in the organic section. So I just think it's a great idea. It's a very smart idea that I've learned along the way and wanted to share with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dice the vegetables up. I'm going to de-stem them all. They've all been washed and cleaned. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add them to the ice cube trays. Simply add a little bit of filtered water, freeze them, and then once they're frozen, I am going to pop them into individual little baggies by category, by herb, and be able to use those all winter long. I'll show you what they look like in just a minute. Here's about the consistency that you want your herbs to be in. Not so chopped up, but they don't have to be like tiny little pieces either. Oh, that rosemary smells so good. I like to use rosemary in so many different things, so I usually make an extra ice cube tray or two of these. So what you're gonna do now is you're just gonna take your clean, I use plastic, they're PVA free trays, and you're gonna put the herbs like so. And you'll see what I try to do when I just sort of eye it, but you can measure it too. I put about a tablespoon into each slot. And then that way I don't have to measure. I just know that each cube is about a tablespoon of frozen herbs. Look at that. That's pretty lucky here. But again, you don't have to be super precise. So I'm going to keep going until I get all of the trays filled. Here we are. We've got the herbs all chopped up. We have chives and oregano and lots of parsley. And we've got a little more chive. As I mentioned, that yummy mint that I'm going to be using for tzatziki and different sauces in stews, and 2 different types of thyme, lemon and regular, and lots of rosemary because I cook with rosemary quite often, and then oregano. And the other thing that you can do is you can take thyme and oregano, basil even, and put that together and make mini bouquet de garnis that you can throw into soups and stews and use in various dishes. So what I'm going to do now that everything's kind of packed in there at about a tablespoon each, is I'm just going to add some filtered water. Drizzle that in. Doesn't have to be precise at all. And see, they just kind of start floating to the top. That's not a problem at all either. I use filtered water. I just think it's better for the body, better in general, but certainly if you've got great water where you are, use regular old tap. So then what we're gonna do now, these have been filled, is we're just gonna simply pop them into the freezer, let them freeze for several hours, and then put them into individual bags and just label them so that I know what I'm grabbing to cook with. Hi, well here we are a few hours later, and as you can see, the ice cube trays are completely frozen with the herbs, and we have each individual type of herb in the cubes. We've got our mint and our parsley and our chive and our thyme. So all you have to do is crack them open a little bit, pull them over, and then from here what I do is I will take these individual little herby cubes and I will put them in by category. So I'll put all the mint in to one bag, I'll put all of the parsley into one bag, so on and so forth. Label it and date it, and there you have it. You have herby ice cubes to use in stews and sauces and soups. And like I mentioned before, the rosemary is fantastic. You throw it into a skillet, it melts off, so all you have is the rosemary. It tastes almost like fresh, and it's perfect for potatoes and potatoes lyonnaise and a number of different things. There's my very smart idea for today. I hope you enjoy the idea. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.